Bruh, does anyone actually like Android? I mean, is that a real question? Of course. And I think what's most important is the visceral reaction some of you just had to the title of this video and what I just said. We're going to talk about if anyone really likes Android, but we're really going to dig into that feeling you just had. And we'll do all of that right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. Today, we're going to talk about, does anyone really like Android? Is it even possible? Let's get into the video. Now, you saw this tweet by Jonathan Morrison, a creator on YouTube here that does a lot of Apple related content. So of course, people who love Android had a reaction, and rightfully so, I guess, maybe. I mean, let's talk about that for a minute. This was a joke by Jonathan Morrison. He's just playing around, even admits it later on. But I think it brings up a very interesting point. So let me just first answer the question. Does anyone actually like Android? Of course they do. Despite the fact that iPhones typically are the #1 selling phone in the world, that can't be denied. It's a literal fact. There are substantially more Android phones in the world. Now, both those things are facts. Neither one of those should make you feel a certain way. By me saying that there are more iPhones sold individually than any particular Android phone, you shouldn't care. It's a fact. Who cares? Sky is blue, and despite what you may have heard, the world is round. You shouldn't feel any certain way about that. Some people get so tied up in their products, especially if they're expensive, that they put their own self-worth in it. And they think that if you say something bad about one thing, then that demonstrably means that you must mean the opposite as well. And that's not the case. Just because something is cool does not mean the opposite is not cool. That's not how it works. But here's what's interesting. We as humans sometimes are very binary. We think black and white, yes or no, good or bad. A friend of mine once said, and I think this is absolutely incredible when you really start to think about it, that belief is stronger than knowledge. And I didn't understand that at first until you start to think about it. Here's the thing. You can have knowledge of something and believe the exact opposite. We've been seeing that over the last several years in the world. It's absolutely insane. But let me just give you some non-controversial examples. You can know, without a shadow of a doubt, that it's illegal to drive past the speed limit. But you can believe that you won't get caught, so you'll do it anyway. You can know that cigarettes cause cancer and people can die, and so can you. But you believe that it's probably not going to happen to you, so you will smoke anyway. You see what I mean? Your belief completely surpasses your knowledge. And that's where we are here. You can know that individually an iPhone sells more than any Android phone, but you can believe that there's some type of conspiracy and that they're all crap, and anyone who says that believes that Android phones are not as good. And that's, for me at least, not true. I get this all the time. Oh, ever since you started doing Apple stuff, I don't watch you as much because you don't like Android, which is demonstrably false. I literally have done multiple videos recently on the channel about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and how much I like it and how I said it actually is one of my favorite phones from Android in the last several years. I absolutely love it. And you will see some videos on this channel in my new phone swap series where I challenge people to use it that are iPhone users, really challenging iPhone users to use Samsung's latest and greatest. But despite the fact that you know people, of course, love Android, you believe that if someone says that question or poses that question, that they are hating on it. We know that these companies don't really care about us after they get our money, but we believe that we need to defend them for some reason. And if you say something bad about one particular product that I have and maybe love, that for some reason I need to defend it as if you're attacking me directly. It just isn't that way. That's not the way it works. Furthermore, this is actually a dangerous practice. I've talked about this before. When you defend a brand that you love, you are now placing any kind of worth that you have in yourself into that brand, essentially saying that everything they do is right, when you know good and full well they will do something to upset you as well. Case in point, for all the Samsung nights out there, I'm sure you weren't happy when the power brick stopped being in the box very recently, or when the headphone jack went away, when you were joking about that on iPhones for the longest time. If you are defending that company and they do something you don't like, that kind of leaves you kind of just looking silly.
We're bringing the power of Ultra to our tablets for the very first time with the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra with its 14.6-inch Super AMOLED display. This display is clear.
And that's why when someone asks you, hey, how can anyone like Android? That's a bait. Again, it shouldn't matter to you. I've made this analogy before. I'm gonna make it again for those of you who didn't see the video. It seems that certain products bring this up. Things like cars or phones or cameras in some places. Some different channels have controversy over cameras and such. But think about it like this. If I came into your house and said, man, your forks aren't as cool as mine. I have better forks. I have this stainless steel fork. It's a badass fork. How offended are you gonna be? Versus I say I have my iPhone and it's better than your Samsung phone. You viscerally feel that. It's kind of interesting. You're playing in yourself. The more you put your self-worth into one of these things, the more it can be easily attacked and dismantled on an internet conversation by someone who has no control over your life and really doesn't matter at all. It's amazing to me how many people will throw down for a company that wouldn't give them 2 seconds of the time. I'll tell you right now, as a company that has multi-billions of dollars, if you have a problem, they will treat you like a piece of trash if given the opportunity. Case in point, when my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, along with watch and other things, was misdelivered by FedEx, good luck it took for me to try to get my money back from Samsung. They didn't care that I was gonna make great videos about that phone. Trust me, they didn't care. They didn't even want to give me my money back. I have a video about that. I'll leave a link in the description. And that could be any of you, literally any of you could go through the same thing. You may defend a company, whether it be Apple, Samsung, Sony, whoever it is, and then when the time comes when you need them, do you think they're gonna look online and go, oh my gosh, you've defended us in the comment section on Reddit so many times, holy crap, yes, let's give you the excellent service you deserve. Bruh, no. So I think Jonathan's tweet's kind of funny because, I mean, again, if you feel some kind of way about it, then you played yourself. Honestly, you shouldn't care what the product is. I've been saying this for a long time. Apple iPhones, great. iPads, great. Samsung phones, great. New Tab S8 Ultra, great. All that stuff is great. They're tools though. If I come over to your house, look at your screwdriver and tell you it's not a good screw, I have a better screwdriver than yours. Your screwdriver's, it's not good. How much is that going to hurt your feelings? Probably not as much as it would if I said that your phone sucks. But why is that? My theory is that the more money you put into something, the more you are putting yourself into it, because in order to have gotten that money, you must have worked, probably. You put your time and effort into that. Thus, you're basically saying that this product, this thing that has a lot of your time and money, is some type of reflection of you. But you need to, for your own mental health, remove yourself from that equation because it's silly. It's irrelevant. And it's completely misguided. It's been interesting over the last year where I've actually done several videos on Samsung phones, and you would think by some of the comments in some recent videos that I have not done anything in a long time. Simply not true. It's because these people believe that just because I like one thing, it means that I don't like the other. This is not true. It is not true, and it shouldn't be true for you. Just because you like ketchup doesn't mean you don't like mustard. Although I don't like mustard, and I do like ketchup. So I encourage you to look within yourself and really think, how much of your self-worth are you putting into your smartphone? Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. Be smarter than that. If you're one of my viewers, you already are smarter than that. I got some really cool new videos I've been doing. I've been experimenting with some cool stuff. If you're bored of just the normal phone reviews and such, I got some cool stuff here, so make sure you check them out, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.